All right, I got a question for you. I'm guessing that the majority of professional philosophers are atheists. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I mean, actually, the the if you look at I mean, philosophy is a broad subject. So you've got the philosophy of religion, the philosophy of science, the philosophy of mathematics, all of these different. So there's specialist areas in philosophy. There's general philosophy, and there's specific areas of philosophy. Now, which one of those specific fields of study would be most relevant to the question of the existence of God? Well, that would seem to be the philosophy of religion. That's what they do. That's part of what they examine. So the philosophy of science wouldn't be related to the question of the existence of God. They wouldn't be looking at that question. They wouldn't be testing arguments for the existence of God. But in the philosophy of religion, they would be. And that's regardless of whether the philosopher is an atheist, an agnostic, or a theist. And in that specialist field of study, where that's their area of expertise, the number of philosophers who are theists is 72%. So atheists in the philosophy of religion are in the minority, not the majority.
Wow, that is amazing. I didn't. Yeah, and what you said in the beginning as that being the relevant field, yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I don't, I mean, I'm sure someone has a rebuttal to that, but on the surface, that seems like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they'll say something like, well, okay, so you would expect to find that in the philosophy of religion because most people who go into the philosophy of religion are theists anyway. And that's a little bit of poisoning the well, basically suggesting that these philosophers are so biased they can't put their bias to the side when they're doing philosophy. Yeah, and you can reverse that argument on them and you can say, well, okay, so let's look at the philosophy of science where most of them are maybe atheists. Well, the only reason that the number's high for philosophy of atheism is because most of the people who went into the philosophy of science were atheists already and they're looking to confirm what they already. So you can do that game. But I don't think it's a good move to make, and it's kind of poison the well, ad hominem poison the well kind of approach. And the facts are the facts. 72% in the philosophy of religion, the relevant field of study for the question of the existence of God are theists, people who believe in God, not people who do not believe in God. So you have to be careful with statistics. And that would be like saying, in science, for example, you wouldn't go to a biologist and say to someone who's an expert in biology, hey, can you tell me about the fundamental constants of the universe? Because that's not their field of study. Although they are scientists, their expertise is not in cosmology. Their expertise is in biology, biological organisms. So yeah, you would ask them about evolution, biological evolution, or the body, or biology, but you wouldn't ask them about cosmology. You would go to a cosmologist. And that's analogous to if you're looking about the relevant field of study for the existence of God and God things, then that would be the philosophy of religion. And that's the stats on the philosophy of religion. 72% theists.